Hey there, I'm Mr. Know-It-All, the lead swing trading analyst trader at Swing Trade Pros, the #1 swing trading and bot community in the world. And I genuinely want to help you make your mark in the thrilling world of swing trading cryptocurrency. I've been trading since 2017 and I've taught myself many different trading strategies, patterns. I'm known for the falling wedge pattern, as you guys might know. I've dedicated my life to mastering these types of structures and patterns, and now my goal is to impact the lives of 1 million of you. You heard that right. My goal is to impact 1 million people this bull cycle. Let that be you. Cryptocurrency markets can be a roller coaster ride, full of ups and downs. But through swing trading, I've discovered a strategy that can truly make a difference. I've poured countless hours to studying the intricacies of falling wedge patterns, rising wedge patterns, you name it, and it has become my area of expertise. Here's the thing. I genuinely want to see you thrive in this market. That's why I've made it my mission to impact 1 million of you. I want to provide you with the tools, insight, and support you need to navigate this exciting but challenging landscape. Swing trading is not just about technical analysis. It's about understanding market psychology and developing disciplined risk management strategies. I'll be there to guide you step by step as we identify different types of patterns and structures and seize profitable opportunities. Together, we'll build your confidence in trading skills, ensuring you're well prepared to face the twists and turns of swing trading. Believe me when I say that I genuinely care about your success. That's why I'm inviting you to join me, Mr. Know-It-All, on this transformative journey. Let's make the most of this bull cycle and work towards your financial freedom together. You'll find all my links in my bio. Reach out and let's dive into this world of swing trading. I'm here to support you and your family and guide you every step of the way because your success matters to me. Together, let's make a real impact and achieve trading success.
Hopefully you had a wonderful weekend. We got a bit of price action here into the close and the futures market opening. So I don't necessarily have good news for you guys. The weekly chart on Tether, the divergence is starting to play out, okay? And this usually means that we see more downside of the market. Now, we haven't really, we haven't crossed back above the Kijun line, which is around that 5.45% region. But you guys can see we are about to close a weekly bullish engulfing candle. All right. And, the daily time frame here is, been trading in this range. I'm good, man. I'm good. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate all you guys tuning into the stream. I think we've got, we got 3 people on the stream tonight. I'm good, bro. I'm good, bro. All right, so we have officially closed a weekly bullish engulfing candle for Tether and closing back above this resistance area. And we're probably, in my opinion, we're probably going to see some more downside in this market. Just kind of what it looks like right now, unfortunately. So the hourly we can see is printing long on Tether. We're probably going to see a bit of price action to the downside here at the open, and the weekly is opening a red candle and printing a weekly short signal. And the last weekly short signal we printed was back here in November of 21. So this could be some downside, guys. We could be looking at a test of 54,000 at some point, or 52,000 even, this region here in the coming weeks for Bitcoin. I don't really see how these altcoins are going to really hold up if Bitcoin's doing that. So yeah, that's the news right now, and it sucks. Who likes to watch a market dump? Nobody. But that's what it is. That's what the charts are saying. We're losing our weekly momentum here. That's it. Maybe you guys can trade the ranges. That's it. I got nothing really good to say right now about what's happening. We're at a range low right here, but you guys know what's most likely going to happen is we're probably going to break further down if we don't hold these levels. Yeah, it doesn't look good. I just the higher time frames are telling you some things, right? And after you get overbought candles, you get a drawdown, and that's just kind of what's happening. Is this the end of the cycle? No, I think what's going to end up happening is something like this. So if you draw a trend line from here, okay, this trend line right here, I think is going to act as our major level of support, which is kind of confluent with this 52. You might even wick down at 50K or something. But it's basically confluent with that. And, we'll probably make like a big cup pattern, and then we'll go into another leg into, the end of this year, whenever that weekly bullish divergence plays out on Tether. And the same divergence is to be also seen on the dollar, right? So, but the dollar has monthly bullish divergence forming here, and this could be months potentially if this does break out. So yeah, you got a monthly squeeze forming here on the dollar, and that is not going to bode well for risk assets. The dollar broke out of its falling wedge pattern. It's making a bullish consolidation here. It's down right this very moment, but we could just maybe see this break tomorrow. Very likely, it's a bull flag, and that's it. Just looks like bottoming formations, and yeesh, yeah, doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. All right, that's really all I got. Like there might be some altcoins that may be in value areas right now, and maybe you want to be accumulating them, but we could maybe see, we could maybe actually see altcoins start to take the show. We'll see though, because it's really going to be tough if the dollar is pushing and these assets are paired to the dollar, right? So it's just kind of, I don't know. Doesn't look promising to me. Doesn't look good on the larger time frames. Definitely can scalp trade the ranges. No doubt about that. That's all I got. How's it going, Drew? What's going on, bro? Are you ready for a crash, man? Looks like a cup and handle forming here on the tether chart. You guys can see that, right? The cup with a handle, and that would be the continuation. That we'll see potentially. It could end up failing, right? It could end up failing, but that weekly bullish divergence is telling me something that it probably won't fail. It'll probably be a pretty nasty drop if this does play out. And we can use a bit of fear and greed index to also check that out. Let's take a look at that. This market's still in greed. So yeah, I mean, I still think we're gonna see some blood, man. We got some blood to come. I think so. We got some blood to come. This market moved up way too fast, too quickly. So we'll see. Someone said it's a 4-hour head and shoulders pattern on Tether. It could be, but the longer time frames don't look good. We're upset. You guys have any assets you guys want me to look at potentially? Yeah, so ETH actually giving a daily buy signal, which is interesting. So this could be the role for alts. So we could actually go into some sort of alt season while Bitcoin kind of just does a bunch of nothing burger with that weekly short I printed. Yeah. I don't know. I could be wrong, man. But when you get a weekly short that prints, I don't know. What is this? Is this going to just reverse or something? Uh, it could. It could just reverse. Let's see. I mean, our stochastics could bounce here on the weekly if we do get a reversal here. That'd be quite a turn of events if that happened, I will say. The S&P 500, yeah. I think the S&P might. I mean, it just all depends on what the dollar ends up doing. The S&P did try to put in a nice candle here last week. Yeah. The S&P still looks okay, I would say. We're printing along here on the daily for the S&P. So the stock market actually looks decent, I would say, on a shorter time scale. The weekly, you can see that long-tailed wick, but man, that is still technically a weekly bearish engulfing candle, even though we did get some buying coming into the end of the week or end of the month or coming into the end of the month. We haven't closed the month. So the weekly is bouncing. So we could end up maybe reclaiming here tomorrow or the next couple of days. Yeah, let's look at some of these assets here. Yeah, we could maybe see an altcoin run, I guess, if Bitcoin's going to be pulling back. But obviously every altcoin is going to be different. Someone asked for Grok coin or something. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, Grok maybe bouncing off this range low right now. And yeah, there's some hourly bullish divergence on it. So we could see a move back up for Grok, at least short term. The daily looks okay. You still have this engulfing candle. It's still active. AVAX still down at a range low, but did put in a rejection candle. Am I de-risking long-term positions? No. I'm not doing that right now. H bar looks like 9.7 cents is our daily support. So probably going to come back down to there and see if we get bids there. What else did I miss? AVAX was at a range low. I think I said. You're at a daily support on AVAX, but you know these rising wedges typically break to the bottoms of the wedge, so I think maybe one more leg down is possible, especially if Bitcoin breaks down. 2150 maybe on AVAX. Eventually, unless this holds up here. What else was requested? ADA. Same kind of thing. You broke a channel and you're back testing this range again. And yeah, I mean, if you don't hold this support, you know, you're going to be looking at, 38 cents potentially. This is a major level of support. It's like a double line daily support. So we'll see if this holds. Your weekly. Yeah, I mean, your weekly you already kind of hit bottom Bollinger, so you might bounce here. Yeah, I mean, our weekly is still short here on Cardano. But you'll see if we get some bids here. IMX, probably the same story on a lot of these coins. IMX looks like a head and shoulders pattern on the weekly time frame. You got your left shoulder, your head, your right shoulder, and this is your neckline. If you end up breaking this 190 region, you're looking at about a 45% move to the downside. It may not do that full move, but you know your major looks like your major level here at bottom Bollinger is like 150. BVM. 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 I think I had this plotted to maybe come down to the bottom of the range, like $2, unless this level holds here. I don't really have a lot of data on this coin, so I don't really know what this is going to do. But if the broader market's going to be coming off, then there's no reason why this also wouldn't come off. So yeah, it looks like 230s, 240s maybe for this. Yeah, XRP. Yeah, let's take a look at it. It just feels like, yeah, I mean, XRP is still printing short signals. I mean, we have a demand line at around 44 cents. If it does something similar to what it did last capitulation event before it broke out, it was like, a pretty big. I mean, this is when it was probably more liquid though. So like, I don't know, this did a 50% drop and then ripped back into the pattern. We'll see though. I mean, if something can drastically change in these markets and this divergence doesn't play out, then we can see reversals and we can see different things happen pretty quickly. I just don't know what that catalyst is going to be to really reverse that stuff. If you don't have more money to put out, I'm not a financial advisor, dude. Kind of just dictate what you feel is necessary. You should always never be risking capital you can't afford to lose. So if it's money that you can't afford to lose, then you probably shouldn't have money in the market, kind of thing, But the bottom Bollinger on XRP is like 32 cents. I know, but it can happen. Near. Sorry, guys. I'm getting messages here on another stream here. All right. So near protocol. Whoa. Near on the monthly chart still looks pretty insane to me. Yeah. The weekly is also still intact. It doesn't really look like a lot of these other alts, I will say. Near looks pretty strong. But just be aware of the weekly RSI. It's getting pretty up there. But it still looks good. Still making higher highs and higher lows and holding the structure. You broke this neckline, you back tested it, you got a bounce. Let's see if it produces something drastic, some movement. You know, some of these alts still look okay. Like we still have some like some alts maybe might still do some things here the next month or two or something. I don't know. It just, some of them don't look as good as others. That's all I'm saying. And if the broader market's going to really do that stuff, it's tough. It's tough to really be that like super bullish on stuff at the moment. I'm not like a complete bear right now, but you know, we're printing some short signals on weekly charts. Those are usually significant. I mean, this can change and turn into a weekly long right after. I mean, I've seen it. You know, but yeah, we'll see how this plays out. If Tether really can fail up here and this is like a fail break or something, and we just get rejected, we get stuffed here, and then we come down, then we can resume uptrends and we can resume things we were doing. Need some more info, man. Like, that's the thing. Would it really still be a bull market at bear market lows? It just, I mean, bear market lows for altcoins doesn't mean anything. It's all about Bitcoin at the end of the day. Bitcoin leads the market. Altcoins can all go to zero, in my opinion, if they don't do anything. I'm not saying that XRP doesn't do anything, but you can still get capitulation events. We saw some capitulation events earlier in the month happen. Trunk, really? You want to look at Trunk? Trunk's at 22 cents and breaking maybe a channel. There you go. Maybe it's going to go back to peg, man. There you go. Broke the channel. It's a buy. Buy the Trunk. Yeah, we covered the Dixie. It looks like a bull flag on the 4-hour and on the daily. It's flagging. It just looks like a rounding type of bottom formation potentially. Doesn't look good. Where's the tunes? Yeah, it's a good question. Let me get some tunes on. They ain't gonna make it easy for us, guys. They're gonna make this bloody. They're gonna make this painful. They're gonna make this not fun. But BTC is looking not bad. Maybe we are gonna see all season. Looks like we got some green on the board. It does look like some of these alts are trying to bottom on the daily time frames, but I don't know. We'll see. We didn't get an HA short signal yet. We got a regular candle short signal, so we'll see that. I mean, sometimes those are late too. I feel like this week is really a big week, man. Like, if bids come in to Bitcoin here, this weekly momentum will just go green. And we're coming into the weekly stochastic bullish control zone. Our 3 days at the bottom, I mean, none of them are really pointing up, though. That's the thing. And yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. We're starting to lose. I mean, we're starting to lose that momentum on the weekly. We're getting a 3-day bearish cross right now too. Yeah, so I'm. It's tough for me to be super bullish right now. Just can't be. It's like difficult to be a bull right this moment. There are some coins that might break out, like this one right here, Klima. This one might make a rip. Set up on the daily. It's set up on the 4-hour. It's in a falling wedge pattern. There are some things. There are some coins. Not everything looks as terrible as I'm maybe plotting it out to be, but it's just it's tough to be stupid bullish on this market right now. That's all I'm saying. Right this very moment, anyway. Things can change very quickly. We could see this range low hold, and we can get bids, and we can start making closures above 67K. I would say for Bitcoin, if we end up losing this range low at 60K, we're gonna see some major downside. All right. The fact that it's being held up here right now is a bullish thing. Tether, Tether can do whatever Tether is going to do. If the dollar ends up failing to break, then Tether is probably going to end up failing to break. And the monthly on Tether, I mean, you guys are seeing it. Like, it looks like a back test. The quarterly also looks like a back test. But we got 2 more months here on this. So you're going to close a potential 2-month doji candle on Tether. Yeah. So let's see how this plays out, man. And potentially, I mean, you broke the squeeze short, right? So, like, this is a bounce. Like, I can't be like an ultra bear. I'm not a bear, but like, listen, dudes, we could see some more drawdowns. We could see some more sideways. We could see some more consolidations. We could see another correction before anything really starts to go, is what I'm trying to get at. Just be open-minded, man. Don't just be blindsided to what's what you're used to seeing, right? Like, oh, just up all night. Oh man, we're like, Tether's gonna get rejected somewhere after this bounce, and then it's gonna come down. Okay. And once it comes down, the market's gonna pump, right? And this retest is going to be the deciding factor of what we do. Okay. Like, when you're a swing trader, right? You wait for a bounce and a retest, and it's going to get rejected somewhere, and it's going to come back down. And what's it going to do? It's either A, going to double bottom, or B, it's going to lose the low, right? Obviously, we want Tether to lose the low if we want these assets to appreciate. But if it doesn't end up losing the low and it double bottoms, then we know what's to come. Then you have to get long Tether, man. You just have to get long dollars. It's like you can't be sweating that. You can't ignore that stuff on charts. You just have to take action. Have to understand what you're seeing. And that's just that's what I'm getting at. You know, first time nobody knows. The second time and you retest and hold, everyone knows, right? Right now, nobody knows if we're going into a bear market. Nobody knows yet. I don't even know. This comes down and retests and holds as support. That could be it. That could be the top. That could be the end of it. Do I ever swing shorts? Not really. It's too risky, dude. You can hedge with shorts, like maybe 1x short or like a 1.5x short or something. But like, I don't like to keep that kind of capital on these exchanges. I just don't. I don't trust them. I'd rather just sit in Tether or something, or like not even Tether, USDC, and just wait for these markets to do what they're going to do. That's it. But I would say right now, a lot of my capital is tied up in assets. I'm not out of them because monthly charts still are telling me to be in assets. Like weeklies, yeah, sure. We had bearish divergence. We got pullbacks. We're going to see some sideways. Like, I don't think we're going into a bear market, guys. I think we're just going to see some sideways and consolidation. That's all. Maybe some further downside on some. Cookies, what's up, dude? I mean, you could do. R, B, and R. Yeah, sure. Let's take a look at them. I think this is going to come down a bit, dude. I think you're going to go back, test your break. And your weekly still looks fine. But your daily is implying maybe some sideways or consolidation or retest. You could maybe even go retest like 31 cents potentially. Why not? You might just do something like this where you come down, retest, make a higher low, and then pivot and run. What else we got? What did I miss? I think USDT is fine. I just use USDC because I transact with Coinbase, and I know that's 100% redeemable for dollars. I don't know that Tether is, although I think Tether's fine. Yeah, I think they're like 70 something percent solvent or something. But I think USDC is a better. If I'm going to choose out of the two stables to hold, it's going to be USDC. Sorry, I'm running streams on both STP and my personal channel. So if I missed your request, I apologize. RB, take a look at RB. Yeah, sure. So what, RB made a push. Yeah, doji candle. Your daily looks okay, looks bullish. 51 on the RSI. You might see some consolidation here. You might even get a retest of 7.5. This asset's very volatile. Yeah, it looks like you're going to come back down, man. And retest 6.5 cents or something. Just watch the trend line, dude. And this could be maybe a rising wedge, man. Just be careful. All right. Not confirmed by any means, but you start coming down, you retest the line, you might get one more push up because the daily looks okay. And then you get overbought or something extended and you get into this resistance area here, 11 cents or something. And, maybe then you roll over, maybe make a double bottom and then rally again, something like that. I don't have enough data on that coin, but something on that order could potentially be possible. Man, some of these assets look good. Some of them don't look so good. Let's look at some pulse chain assets. I was looking at Ink token. So Ink still downtrending for now. Looks like maybe it tried to double bottom today. Did put an engulfing candle in, but isn't back above this 360 level, which in my opinion is a big level. The weekly candle, again, made another bearish engulfing weekly. But we're trending on top of these moving averages that seems to be holding it up for now, and we're still long on the weekly chart. Our monthly, this is an inverted hammer. This is usually indicative of further downside. So this trade may not play out the way I want it to. We'll see. There is divergence on the daily time frame, which is why I liked this trade. So we'll see if this plays. May not play. We might just continue down. Die catching a bounce a little bit, 2%, 3%. Bitcoin bouncing a little bit. Wrap Bitcoin. Pulse chain. I still think Pulse chain might be bottomed out. It's like right at a critical level. No real action just yet here. Still getting rejected. Weekly still bearish. No momentum. And it's actually printing a weekly short right now. That's not good. So we could be looking at more down, man, on some of Pulse chain stuff. Looks kind of weak. ski. Careful with assets with no lock liquidity, man. I think I charted this and I said it was in a bull flag and it broke the bull flag. Well, there you go. This is not a good candle print, the 12-hour there with that long wick. Just be careful, man. You're starting to diverge a bit here on the 12-hour. I don't really have a lot of data on this coin, but yeah, you definitely got some clear 12-hour bearish divergence and could be looking at a movement down. Just be aware of that. It might not be a bad place to lock in some gains if you have them. All right. Cool. What else did I miss? Rising wedges can break to the downside about 56% of the time or something like that. Proppy. Look at Proppy. Proppy looks kind of toppy up here. You got to your range high. I think yeah, I mean, you can get a confirmed sell signal on the weekly, but it looks like you might start to get that movement down. All right. And like a 786 or an 886 fib extension retracement, or even if it is a bullish retracement, anywhere from the the 50% retracement level, if it's hyper bullish, a shallow retrace, but usually you get some stuff that looks like this, or like even looks like this, before maybe another leg or something, Wanted to look at trash can stock. This thing sucks. INJ probably topped out here. Definitely bear flagged here on the weekly. All right, folks. I think that's all I got for this evening. PDAT looks like it's going to break down. We could be ensuing a major correction on DAI. There's your rising wedge confirming a breakdown. You might go back up to back test a bit. You broke this major structure. Your monthly candle, it might print a rejection candle if further price action to the downside. The weekly gave you a sell signal here in April. This was a sell signal that came in. Your momentum, you're starting to wean and lose that momentum, you're breaking this area here that you used as support to catalyze your all-time high, and you had this weekly bearish divergence that's playing out. You're going to see, I think, some further downside on DAI. Might get ugly for a bit. You might see a big drawdown on this thing. Like you might see something like this back to like 1500 and then make another leg up, right? We'll see. I mean, anything can happen, change on the dime in this market, but that's what the momentum is telling me right now is could see some dumpage occur. I'm hoping that ink maybe at least halfway breaks out of its wedge. Well, thank you guys so much for joining the stream tonight. I'm sorry I didn't have really good information for you guys, but the daily on ink looks good. And maybe the 3 days bottomed out. The weekly still coming down a bit on the weekly, but like I said, the weekly RSI is in the buy zone. All right. It's different from DAI. DAI is looking topped out. This doesn't look topped out. This looks like it's bottoming out. So take it for what you will. Not all these assets do look that terrible. I mean, some of them look better than others. Some of them look worse, etc. We'll see how she goes. We'll see how she goes. Bitcoin holds above 60K. I think that holds up the market. So hopefully none of this stuff plays out. And this is all just a big fake out or something before a monster rally. Who knows? All right. Until then, I will catch you guys on the next stream. Of course, man. Appreciate all you guys tuning in and learning and bettering yourselves on these charts. I think the more people we that understand what they're doing on the charts, the more value you can bring to other traders, the more value you can seek for yourself too and your families, and benefit from it, right? And so that's why we're all here, man. I'm here to grow my wealth and try to protect my wealth. Obviously, right now, I'm feeling kind of stuck what to do with myself right now, but we're gonna find out what's happening here shortly. So just stay patient, stay vigilant, and trust your guts. That's it. And these types of patterns technically usually break to the downside, by the way. These are ascending megaphone, ascending broadening formations. These typically break down, not up. So this is a big bounce we're getting right now off Tether. That weekly divergence will play out, and I think we'll go through some sort of corrective move, and I think that'll be it. And we can resume our bull market. Love you guys. Stay well. If you aren't part of the service and you'd like to join, definitely don't hesitate to do that. I think it's worth your time. I try to post as many trades as I can. As you guys know, I don't have a job right now. This is my job. So you are helping the cause and helping me, produce some sort of income. And I appreciate that. So if you guys aren't part of it and you'd like to join it, I'd appreciate it. And if it's not something for you, I understand. It's not for everybody. But you'll learn a lot. All right. I know there's plenty of folks in here that are yearly subscribers. Wildman, he's been around for a long time, a few years now. He's definitely made more than his yearly subscriptions, man. I'm telling you that. So he can tell you that too. There's plenty of testimonials, plenty of things that are talked about. But I'm here doing these streams for free, usually on Sundays, and actually I go live a lot for free. So I just give my time and dedicate myself to the charts. So hopefully you guys love it, enjoy it, and learn from it. And maybe one day you guys will participate and support the streams and the cause. So I'm not I'm not monetized or anything. Well, I guess my STP channel is sort of monetized or whatever, but I don't really make money off YouTube. It's not how I make my money. It's more just for getting people into learning how to trade and into the ecosystem. So that's kind of what I use YouTube for. So that's all I got. Thank you guys so much for the support. For all of the subscribers that are here, I'm sure that most people on the stream are supporting subscribers, and I appreciate that. And your continued support. It's appreciated. All right. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a wonderful week. If you guys would like to see some type of content on some coins or maybe some patterns or anything you guys want to learn, maybe it's something that I don't even know, and maybe you guys throwing me a wrench in a chart or something, I would love to dive in and learn it and do some content on it. So definitely post that in the comment section of the stream, or maybe pop in the Discord and shoot me a message. However you want to get the information over to me and you think other people benefit from it, definitely let me know. All right. Thank you guys so much. We'll catch you guys next time.